In this episode of Film Room, we are going to break down the Miami Heat's 2-3 zone defense. They have caused some problems for teams with their zone defense this year. They're currently running it 8% of the time, giving up 0.853 points per possessions, which would be number 2 overall in defensive efficiency if they played it full time. Obviously, that is not sustainable if they played it full time. According to Synergy, they are the number 1 zone defense team for high usage, that is over 5%. Now the Clippers and Mavericks are right there at 4.5 and 4.4%. But we're going to look at the Heat's zone defense and how they do what they do and why they do what they do. My name is Coach Piper. Thank you for checking out this video. If you like it, please feel free to like and subscribe or just share it with your friend. I hope 2020 started off well. So we're going to look at the setup of the Heat's 2-3 zone defense. I don't want to call it a matchup zone defense, but it is very similar to other matchup zones I've seen in the past. The roles and responsibilities of the Heat's 2-3 zone defense for the top 2 players are to simply guard whoever has the ball and primarily the high post or the wing on a bump down. So in this scenario, the ball's in the middle of the floor, the 2 players in the middle of the floor, they're matched up. There is a player on the opposite wing and the slot, so Jimmy Butler's okay in that position, and then you have Duncan Robinson guarding the ball one-on-one. Their primary role and responsibility is to take care of the ball, any dribble penetration from the top of the key to the wing, that is their role to guard. The bottom 3 is 2 wings and the big in the middle. The wings are responsible for a first wing pass until they get bumped down, and then their role is to kind of take away the corner pass or anybody in the corner. That is their responsibility. The big in the middle of the floor is responsible for any paint drives, rebounding, any sort of post touches, any interior high post attacks. The number 1 thing on a wing pass is the wing player will take it first until he gets bumped down from the player at the top. So in this scenario, Bam takes it initially and then gets bumped down by Duncan Robinson, and he now is matched up on the ball. Once he is matched up on the ball, the other guard, in this case Jimmy Butler, is responsible for the high post or the top of the key if the high post is vacated. The players in the bottom part of the zone, the middle, and the wings have to communicate that. The wing here, since the corner is empty, can kind of pinch down on the post since they're playing Embiid. The player in the middle is responsible for any players cutting through. So in this scenario, he takes Embiid or any player that are in the post. And then the player on the weak side is responsible for any skip passes, any weak side seals, any weak side rebounds. His number 1 priority is to basically clean up anything on the weak side. Now, it's never as simple as this player automatically gets this every single time. Basketball is not that simple. Everything's dynamic and complex. The number 1 thing that I want to point out is the Heat just don't get screened very much in that zone. You see Jimmy Butler does a good job of avoiding both the flare screen and the ball screen, a stunt from the corner, and now we're matched up in a 2-3 zone with Dragic taking the corner man, so the wing has the corner. Everybody's in the correct position. Jimmy Butler sagging in the paint. Myers Leonard has the middle position. Another unique thing about the Miami Heat zone is the angles or the stances that the wing players have. They are angled with their chest towards the ball or towards half court, really exaggerating their stance. Now, this is to funnel the ball into the middle of the floor, and this is some of the things that the best 2-3 zone college teams like Washington and Syracuse do very well, is to be able to recognize where players are and have their stances in different locations to be able to funnel the ball into the middle where the help is. Now, one of the things that having this stance allows and that the Heat make a priority is taking away the extra pass, especially to the corner. So what you will see is you will see them jump into passing lanes and really force the ball handler to make a decision and to decide whether he's going to shoot, make an extra pass. And against teams like, let's say, the Toronto Raptors, where the Raptors predicate a lot of their offense using the extra pass, it takes away a lot of their ball reversals and the ball rotations and can make the offense stagnant.